What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk to you about Opendoor. I want to go over some of the data points, break it down on what is really moving it, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So Opendoor is up 2.03%, 715 the low, 732 the high, and 5.7 million shares being traded. So kind of low volume. Today is a little bit more of a reflection day. So the market is digesting everything that has happened over the last several trading days, including the sell-off yesterday, which was because of unofficial Black Friday data. Today, we only have one Fed speaker, so like I said, it's more of a reflection day. And clearly, with us being green, the market feels yesterday's sell-off was unjustified. Specific to Opendoor, though, there really hasn't been that much in news, no SEC filings or anything, even on social media. Kaz and the team have been fairly quiet. So I see that as a good thing, at least. So they're putting their head down and really working. The only thing about that is Opendoor, I feel like, does lag. And so this is, as I mentioned at the very beginning, why I feel Opendoor is trading at a discount. And so there's another stock I've occasionally brought up, and that is this right here, ticker 𝗪𝗧𝗧. And so it does have a fairly low market cap. It's been trading less than a year, but market cap 212 million. But for the most part, they are in the exact same field. You can see the company profile, and it sounds very eerily similar to Opendoor. So they do have competition. And again, I think there's a lot of other companies outside of this. But the reason why I bring this one up is because I did post this one as a buy signal on my Patreon. And over the last 1 month, this stock is up 27.05% versus Opendoor is up or down 4.58%. So in comparison, Opendoor is trading at a pretty deep discount, and you can even tell that based on the PS ratios, since neither are profitable right now. But Opendoor is 1.1, 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗧 10.73. So I think the $1 million question is, why is Opendoor trading at a massive discount compared to a lot of its peers? And in my opinion, this is going to be a very unpopular opinion. But then again, I don't really care because I kind of just post what I want. I'm sure you guys are aware of that already. But the reason and the difference between the two is Opendoor has a cult leader. As I've indicated, Eric kind of started with, hey, we're not a meme stock, we are a cult. Whereas ticker 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗧, I posted that because it's flying under the radar. I would much rather, and I do post a lot of buy signals that aren't on anyone's radar, because those don't get manipulated. Because if you have a cult such as AMC, like whatever, GME, whatever other stock out there, like shorts see that, they hear that, they know retail doesn't have the kind of expertise and the power to really fight back, they target them. So Opendoor for right now is sitting at 13.79% of the free floats being shorted, which I guess over the last week, shorts went from about 23% short interest to where it is now. So shorts massively returned. But aside from that, ticker 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗧 only has 1.45% because, again, it's not on anyone's radar whatsoever. So I do feel that the main reason why Opendoor is trading at a discount is because of the cult status. So it's one of those kind of double-edged swords. A lot of people think that the cult gives a lot of strength and a lot of power, but so far the data doesn't really justify that. And you see a lot of other kind of comparables, AMC to, I think that's Sin, whatever, some other stock out there that's trading a lot better than AMC. So I do feel the main reason why Opendoor is, like I said, just kind of lagging is because of Eric. So in my opinion, the best thing that could happen is just people stop thinking of it as a cult stock. Think of it as a just credible company, and that is it. I know that kind of sounds kind of hard to do, to change the narrative of a stock, but if you are actually wanting to see some substantial gains, and again, going back over here, to put it in perspective, if Opendoor has the same multiple as ticker 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧, it would be trading at 10 times of this value. And not to give Eric any credit, but yeah, it would be roughly around that $80-something range. So essentially, this is where I think Opendoor, Kaz, and maybe the management team, they're taking a piece of playbook from other stocks and just staying silent. Because if you start engaging with people, doing what Adam Aaron did and stuff like that, it just makes everything looks like a joke. That's it. So in my opinion, that is also why Kaz and the management team have also started to go silent, because they want to change the narrative of how Wall Street sees Opendoor as. Let me know your general thoughts. I know this is kind of unrelated to kind of the data points, but I've received a lot of comments and I see a lot of people posting online saying, why is Opendoor lagging? And that is it. That is simply it, because of the cult status. Shorts target those types of stocks, and it most likely will continue to target those types of stocks in the foreseeable future. So let me know your thoughts on Opendoor in the comments below. Aside from all of that fun stuff, looking at the options, 541,000 in calls, 356,000 in puts, and 67% of all the options being done are bullish in nature. From a bull standpoint, you see consensus for it to be roughly around 8 by the end of this Friday. Bears are anticipating for it to be sub 7. These are so far not really that much in institutional transactions occurring on the secondary market. So most of the kind of price movement is linked to shorts as well as kind of just algorithmic trading. So right now you do have one big one first thing, and this is one thing that caused that little bit of a dip first kind of sell off right here to that 715, because one institution did sell roughly around 1.17 million. So kind of crazy stuff. I don't know why they did that, but nonetheless, this one transaction is a sell. Then these are all the transactions occurring on the dark pool. Dark pool is often enough used by shorts and hedge funds. Anything with a kind of even number right here, like 20,000, that's more commonly linked to hedge funds. So looks like they are fairly active, and the fact that we are green shows that they are buying. Aside from that, with at 732, it is trading between this pivot and this S1. So 585 and 747 is going to be the next on target / resistance. So for today, just watch for it to get above that 747. Aside from all of that fun stuff, quickly popping right over here, you can see it is fighting back. So it is currently above that 10-day moving average. So kind of shows that momentum is building, which is a good thing. Big thing for a lot of growth stocks though is this blue line, the 50-day moving average. So over the next couple trading days, just watch for it to ideally get above that, and that is sitting at 771. So not too far off, but you do see from the market position a little bit of a battle. And so a lot of more willing buyers, and as well similarly a lot of willing sellers. So it's not going to be easy for Opendoor to really just move on higher. But if the market maintains its optimistic standpoint about a potential rate cut, then things could look pretty good, and you might see a nice push to kind of that 50-day moving average fairly fast. But again, you're going to see a little bit of a battle because of all this. There really hasn't been that much in articles. You can even see just tip ranks as including technically Opendoor in the meme articles. So still, I feel like Opendoor is, nobody really knows what the hell it is, whether it's just a meme stock, whether it's a fundamental concrete discounted stock, if it's a cult stock with a following. I don't know. It's kind of a weird hybrid type of thing. But nonetheless, there hasn't really been that much in articles or analyst ratings either. So let me know your general thoughts on Opendoor. I know this one was a little bit more of a different type of video, only because of my explanation on why Opendoor is lagging. But I've received a lot of just questions, and I understand that a lot of individuals don't really know how the market works. And kind of the psychology of the market is also a different beast in among itself. So let me know your thoughts on Opendoor. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon if you're looking for some solid buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, many of which have been absolutely on point and bangers, such as this one right here, where I give a lot of stocks that are kind of flying under the radar. And this one was a solid return. So definitely worthwhile to pop over there and check that out. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.